Good afternoon and welcome to another Incumbents update. Just a few things this week that I would like to draw your attention to and some thanks. Firstly, I want to say thank you to all you who were able to be a part of yesterday's gathering for worship. Our celebration of Candlemas, the presentation of Christ, was a delight, and I really appreciated all those who took part in that yesterday. Yesterday evening, we had something of a new service. Using the order for evening prayer in modern form, we had some music from Teze, a song by Bernadette Farrell, and a general feeling of space and quietness, which I think those of us who attended really appreciated. We will continue tweaking and working with that service on the fourth Sunday of every month as part of our liturgical explorations that we are going to be doing in this coming year. And while I'm talking of this coming year, you'll be receiving, if you haven't received already, the report that the wardens and I put together following a very creative discussion a couple of weeks back with areas of focus for our coming year. Not everything we're doing is in that document, but these are all under this umbrella of celebrating and connecting community that I think should be a focus for us in this coming year. Two things that aren't a part of that document, which I believe we must pay attention to as we walk forward, is the idea of connecting with the indigenous peoples of this place in order that we can work out how our commitment to a new relationship can move forward. I tentatively called that the Walking Together group when I first posited it way back in July or so of last year. So far, we've not been able to find anyone who could really take a lead on that group. And so I'd like you to think on that and maybe think of committing to it. That would be a good thing. And the other thing that we continue to pay attention to is a connection to the visual arts and how we may be a space within the city that offers a place for artists to display, for artists to maybe even work as time goes on. They're not within the focus document, but they are things that I think we should pay attention to as we move forward. This coming Thursday, we're quite meeting light on the whole, but this coming Thursday there is an important meeting. The finance group are meeting, so please remember them in prayer, and I know that we're all grateful for the attention that they give and the care that they give to stewarding our financial resources. Lastly, I've put a blog up about Lent. There are plenty of plans for Lent, but one of the things that I'd like us all to be aware of sooner than later is our Lent book, Out of the Embers, by Canadian theologian Brad Jersak. It's a book that considers what happens after you've taken faith to bits, what happens after we've addressed those parts of our institution which we feel need to be stripped away. How do we reconstruct after deconstruction? One of the critiques he has within the book is that so many communities and individuals have gone down and burn it all down, the iconoclastic route, but haven't gone any further than that. And some people have spent 30, 40, 50 more years continuing that let's get rid of mentality rather than what are we building. And I think as we move forward, reconsidering our life in community and what we are building is a really important thing. The book will be $25, and I have put in the notice that will be coming out in the email blast that if anyone can't afford it, we will make sure that they can get hold of it, and that shouldn't put people off coming to the group. The group will meet on Wednesdays, hopefully in the Denson Lounge and hopefully with soup, and on Thursday evenings online. I think it could be a very full and fruitful discussion through the weeks of Lent. And there are lots of other things that we're trying to put in place for Lent. One, so that we can gather in person safely and carefully, and two, so that we can observe this season in a way that seems appropriate. I think that's all I have for this week. I halfway through last week, I thought, I should have said this, this, and this. But I'm going to try and restrict this to less than 5 minutes, and you never know, I might even get to my aim of 2 in the end. Thank you for listening. God bless you, And thank you for your partnership in the gospel and all your thoughtful hard work. Have a good week.